Hey, it's John with Vision Advisors, and I want to talk a few minutes about growing your practice through client education. This is something we've been promoting at Vision Advisors for the last 5 or 6 years, and a number of our producers have seen great success in being able to take an education element to their clients. One of the common feedback things that we get from these producers is they're telling us that their clients have questions. And what they're trying to make sure that they do is to answer the questions that their clients are asking. And more importantly, helping to identify and answer the questions that they know that their clients should be asking. Now, lest you think this is not for you, let me remind you of a statistic and why education is important. There are 10,000 baby boomers turning 65 every day, and they're going to continue to turn 65 at a rate of 10,000 a day through the age of 2030. This group is going to spend more than a third of their lifetime in retirement, and they're going to be dealing with risks and issues that prior generations didn't. And one of the areas that we found is that if consumers lack education and they lack information, the decisions that they're making may not be the best decision for them. And if they're acting on incorrect or incomplete information, then they're going to make a decision with bad intelligence. And bad intelligence leads to bad outcomes. And as financial professionals, our job and our responsibility is to help our clients have the very best chances they have to be able to enjoy retirement when they finally get to that point. Now, let me talk about this boomer generation for just a minute. From the time they started the workaday world, they began dreaming of retirement. For them, it's an opportunity, knowing that they're going to be working for a number of years, to begin to save for that time in life that they can't. And as they dream about retirement and they think about what retirement is actually going to look like for them, for many of them, their dream of retirement is an opportunity to travel the world on a luxury cruise liner, to go visit the Caribbean, to go visit Alaska, to travel to Hawaii, to go to different exotic destinations by boat and to enjoy these amazing ports of call. For others, it's an opportunity to travel to the Bahamas, to India, to China, to Europe, to different parts of the world and see and experience things that they've never experienced before. For others, it's time to spend with their kids, but more importantly, with their grandkids and their great-grandkids, having an opportunity to really spend time and enjoy working with the kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, and those that one day they're going to leave behind. For others, it's just an opportunity to sit back, take a deep breath, and just enjoy life. But whatever the reality is when it comes to the dreams for your boomer clients that you're working with today, one of the common things we see is they want to make sure that they've got plenty of money and that that money is going to last for as long as they do in retirement. Now, we know from talking to consumers is they hope that there's this massive tidal wave of money that just keeps coming month after month, year after year throughout retirement. But what many of them don't realize is the tsunami that's coming may very well take money away if they have not planned for the uncertainties and the contingencies that a long duration retirement may bring. For many today, there's a fear that it won't. There was a study recently released by Boston College that pointed out the fact that there are a significant number of retirees today that have been retired for a number of years, that they're still sitting on a significant portion of their retirement assets that they have chosen not to spend, not out of a desire to just hoard it or to save it, but a desire that they're not going to live and enjoy retirement if they spend their money today. Their fear is that they're going to outlive their income, and as a result of that, they're just not spending. All of their hopes and dreams that they wanted to experience in retirement are not being done because they don't have a plan. And since they don't have a plan, they don't know how much money they need to be spending on a monthly basis. And as a result of that, they get into this over-conservative, fear-based decision-making process that causes them not to enjoy this time of life that should be enjoyed. One thing we do know about these boomers as they retire is that they've got questions. Every time they turn on the news, they listen to a radio show, they read a magazine, they jump onto the internet, they uncover another question about retirement that they need answered. And if you've had a chance to spend any time with boomer retiree clients, you and I both know that they have lots and lots of questions. And the questions that they're asking, some of them are the right questions. They're asking those important questions that they need to know to make informed decisions about retirement. But because of lack of information or misinformation, many of them are asking the wrong questions because they have these presuppositions about retirement or financial instruments or just the scope of what retirement as a reality looks like. They're not really asking the right question. They're asking the wrong question. But for another group, they don't know which question to ask because, again, they don't know what they don't know. And while they're all looking for answers to their questions, your job as a financial advisor is to really make sure that they're asking the right questions the right way to get the answers that they need. That's where your expertise as a trusted financial professional come into play. Now, with 10,000 boomers every day turning 65 and you working with a group of clientele that are getting closer to retirement, if they're not already there, how do you have an opportunity to be able to share with them knowledge and information that's going to leverage your time, but also help them make those informed decisions that they should be making about retirement? That's where adult education comes in. It is the fastest way to help. It's an opportunity for you to bring your existing clients together to, on a consistent and regular basis, have conversation with them about the very issues that they are either currently dealing with or are going to be dealing with in the future as it relates to their retirement. Now, not only does this make you top of mind aware, you become an invaluable resource to your clients because maybe it's once a quarter, maybe it's twice a year, but you are regularly getting in front of your clients and educating them and informing them on things they need to know that can make the remainder of their retirement years better. Not only does that endear you to them, it makes you more referable to their friends, to their family, to their coworkers, and to their neighbors that are dealing with the very same issues that they are. And as you raise the level of education, you also raise the know you, like you, trust you factor with your clients. And when you do that, you become the go-to source for any financial issue they have, and they begin to talk about what you are doing with them with their peer group. And that's where referrals come from. Matter of fact, the top 1% of financial professionals in the United States that are seeing significant success in their practice are utilizing adult education as a way to stay top of mind aware and to build a referral-based practice that allows them to be able to maximize their opportunity not only with their existing clients to help them see success and to continue to make them aware of the issues that they may face, they now become that referable source to those around them that he or she can also help. It's an opportunity for you to deliver one message to the masses. Rather than having to have 50 or 100 separate meetings with your clients during an annual review, which is important, it's an opportunity to bring them together much more frequently, once a quarter, twice a year, in a community event, whether it's a wine and cheese tasting, or it's a lunch and learn, or it's a ice cream social, or it's a meeting at a local library or community hall, or you bring them in for an appreciation or education dinner. It's an opportunity for you to connect, rework the message that you're bringing to your clients so that you're making them aware of important issues they need to know, but at the same time, creating an opportunity for them to bring someone to hear this important message and to get a chance to meet you, their trusted financial advisor. Because not only do your clients have questions, their friends, their family members, their neighbors, their coworkers, they also have questions. Lots and lots of questions. And as you engage in adult education, you become known for that, and that becomes a part of who you are, and all of a sudden you're doing something different in your community that no one else is doing. Now, to see success at that, you need a library. Where do you get the tools and the resources to deliver an effective and ongoing client education program? Well, that's where we come in. Vision Advisors has developed an adult education library, PowerPoints, workbooks, white papers, other tools and resources that are available to help you continually educate and raise the knowledge level of your clients. And as you do that, they become more sophisticated, which creates an opportunity for you to do more sophisticated types of planning with them. But at the same time, you now take on that role of not only just financial advisor, but you become a financial educator. And when you do that, all of a sudden, you're the professor. You're the school classroom teacher that they want to bring others to hear what you have to say. Now, what are some of the messages in Vision Advisors Adult Education Library? You know, many of the clients that you may be working with are self-employed or small business owners. And as a result of that, there's specific things they should be doing in their business as they get ready to transition from the workaday world to maybe working in the business part-time or having a succession plan to pass it on and equipping those they're passing it on to see success in the next generation. This 1099 Business Owners Educational Workshop gives you an opportunity to start that conversation. If you're also working in the employer market space and working with business owners, they have employees, and many of them have not yet started the important steps of planning and saving for retirement. Helping them understand the basics of budgeting and what it means to be good money managers can be important for younger employees. But at the same time, for those that are transitioning out of the workaday world, where they always had a continual check coming in from their work, all of a sudden now they're going to have a fixed bucket of money that they're going to be working with over the next 20 to 30 years of their retirement. How do they budget for success in retirement? And how do they manage that money in retirement? This is a conversation this educational workshop allows you to deliver to your audience. You know, long-term care is a big issue, and it's an 800-pound gorilla that nobody wants to talk about. In this particular educational workshop, we talk about the importance of protecting the piggy bank, pointing out the fact that if you fail to do this, the failure to plan for long-term care is probably the #1 cause of early impoverishment in retirement. And for your clients not to experience that reality in their lives, they need to have a plan. And this talks through the steps in putting together an important planning process and the financial tools and instruments that may be critical to making sure that this risk is mitigated as much as possible. You know, one of the issues that today's retirees are going to be dealing with is longevity. The fact that for these retirees, they're going to spend up to a third of their lifetime in retirement. In fact, there was a recent study put out on behalf of the American College, the CanX 2019 Guaranteed Income Survey, and they found that today's retirees are going to be spending a significant amount of time in retirement. A recent AIG study said that today's retirees could spend up to 40 years in retirement. Now, that raises risks and concerns that many so-called advisors haven't really thought about, because longevity has really changed the face of planning. We talk about those issues in this particular educational event, positioning you as the longevity expert as you work with your clients. And of course, income planning in retirement is a message that has been powerful and continues to be a pertinent message, because as people get ready to retire, they can only spend the assets that they've accumulated throughout their working career. They just can't go magically create more money. Walking them through a process of how to put together an income plan that's going to last throughout retirement is something that's mission critical to their success. And this educational workshop does just that. We also talk about traditional wisdom when it comes to planning versus looking at different financial planning strategies that can create not just the traditional retirement income, but tax-free income in retirement. We walk through in this particular educational workshop a fictitious couple that has gone through conventional wisdom and planning for retirement, only to discover that Uncle Sam is one of the primary recipients of their retirement income because of a failure to plan. This educational workshop then offers some strategies and talking points to have an opportunity to meet with you post-event to discuss different ways to plan for income in retirement. You know, optimizing Social Security is still a big conversation, and although a number of advisors that we talk with say, you know, that's an old message, here's what we do know. Just recently, a study came out that was done that identified the fact that over 75% of those working with a financial professional today would change financial professionals if the financial professional that they started working with could help them understand Social Security and from that, learn how to optimize their Social Security benefits and tie all that in to an income plan that will give them maximum results today and maximum results tomorrow for the surviving spouse. A huge opportunity in education with optimizing Social Security. One other I want to touch on in our library is the myth of reality versus real reality in retirement. Remember, we talked early on about the fact that today's boomers have had a dream about retirement for 20, 30, 40 years during their working career. But until they sit down and count the cost and realize what it's going to financially require to enjoy the retirement they've always dreamed of, their retirement reality may remain nothing more than a myth. In this educational workshop, we walk them through the conversation about planning for retirement. Again, mitigating some of the longevity risks that are there, but more importantly, how to put a plan in place so that they can know for certain how much money they're going to be able to spend, so that all of the dreams and goals and aspirations they've had to enjoy, they can see with more certainty the money's going to be there, so that they can actually not just survive retirement, but they can truly thrive and enjoy it. Now, one of the other things we do at Vision Advisors is we help the financial professionals that work with us craft their own message for their unique audience. We started a few years ago working with a financial advisor that was working in the teacher space, working with employees in government schools, public schools, working with municipalities, and having conversations with them as it relates to some unique features and planning for those particular demographics. We helped that producer develop and craft a very unique message, built the PowerPoint presentation, developed the handouts, the worksheets, and the other tools that we have. That advisor is seeing great success. We worked with an advisor in the San Diego area developing a specific presentation for her as it related to her business in working in the employee benefits marketplace. Again, that is another tool that we bring to the table. And as we identify other messages that these retirees are going to be dealing with and have questions about, we are continually adding to our adult education library. Now, what I've shown you are some of the main tools that we have, but not all the tools that we have available. One other thing I want to mention as we wrap this particular episode up is the fact that we provide for the financial advisors that work with us a very unique program that we call Money to Market. What is Money to Market? It's an opportunity for your production to create additional dollars to pay for your marketing. Every time you write business with Vision Advisors, we put credits into an account on your behalf. And those credits equate to dollars that you can use to pay for your marketing. So whether you're doing lunch and learns, dinner events, direct mail, client education, client appreciation, whatever it may be that you are doing to market to your clients, wouldn't it be great after you do that event and write business to be able to have dollars reimbursed back to you so that you can use those dollars to pay again for your marketing? We recently cut a check to an advisor that we work with in Southern California. She had done a workshop on Social Security. And out of the entire cost of that workshop, which was several $1,000s, her net cost after the money to marketing reimbursement was only $400 to get in front of 24 buying units and to set appointments with them. That's a pretty good ratio when it comes to dollars spent versus opportunity realized. For more questions on Money to Market or to learn more about who we are, let me encourage you to become part of Team Vision. If you're not contracted with us, you don't have access to the tools and resources that we discussed. You don't have access to our unique Money to Market program, and you don't have access to all of the other tools and resources that we bring to the financial professionals that work with us. You know, at Vision Advisors, we like to say that we're big enough to serve you, and I hope you've seen from what we've shown today, these are just a few of the tools in our toolbox that we share with our financial advisors each and every day. The other thing we like to say here at Vision is we're small enough to know you. You're not just a number, and we're not going to pigeonhole you into one message to try to be just like somebody else that claims to be the guru. You have a unique passion for what you do, and we want to help you see success doing what you're good at. And one of the things that we believe we do better than anybody else is understanding you and helping you craft and build that unique message that allows you to see success with your clients. So if you're not working with Vision, you should be. Give us a call at 1-800-505-8489 and let us get to know you and you get to know us. Let us help you become a part of Team Vision and have an opportunity to see success in adult education or anywhere else that we can help you help your clients. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.